Man, so last night, it's about 1:30 in the morning, my wife woke me up, like, what's that noise? And I listened, and it was this horrendous sound coming from, it sounded like maybe the bathroom area, or, you know, our master bedroom, bathroom area, like maybe around the tub or something. And it literally sounded like somebody with an electric saw. Sorry about that. Is that better? Yeah. Anyway, it sounded like somebody with an electric saw or something under our house trying to get in. I mean, it was crazy noise. It was, it was all this weird noise. And I was just like in shock. I was about to go and get my pea shooter out because, you know, I thought somebody was literally trying to, I mean, I didn't think anybody'd be that stupid to go beneath our house and like saw it through the floor. I mean, when we have two doors and plenty of windows. But I was like, I had no idea. But then we noticed the kitchen, the water. It's like, I can't remember when, but either when the noise was being made or when it was silent. Because it was like maybe every 2 minutes it would come on and make this noise. Anyway, we had water and then we didn't have water. We had water, we didn't have water. So this is about 1:30 in the morning. Went out and we turned off the well pump to our well, because we have a well. Because we didn't know what was going on, and we didn't want to burn our pump motor up. Like if there was a huge leak or if there was something going on where the pump was just like intermittently coming on. Just thought the pump was like coming on like every minute and a half to 2 minutes. But like it's gonna burn it up. Anyway, regardless. We turned off the water heater. And today, anyway, long story short, we ended up turning the water back on and everything's fine with the well. And we figured that it's not making that noise anymore either, but we figured that this is the only thing we can think of, that our heating element in our water heater is going out, because we have noticed that sometimes the hot water is like scalding hot, and I think that's pretty much a sign that your element's going out. So we're thinking that okay, so anyway, we're thinking that our water heater element might be going out, and periodically it was releasing maybe some steam somewhere, like somehow. That's the only thing we can figure, because when the water heater's left off, we don't have that sound whatsoever. Everything's fine. So we're not really sure. But I'm thinking it's the heating element somehow in the water heater. Thankfully, the well seems fine. You know, heating element for the water heater, I could replace that for what, 20 to 35 bucks maybe, to replace a pump motor in the well. Several thousand maybe. Big difference. Anyway, I'm going to ship stuff. I have a few things that sold on eBay on my various accounts, and I'm going to go ship and yeah, maybe have a cup of coffee. But anyway, that was our little scare last night. Had no idea what was going on. Anyway, it's kind of a rainy, overcast day. We went to took our car into the body repair place. And because it's so old, they said that they don't still make the fenders like this anymore. And I'm assuming they mean the GMC doesn't make the fenders anymore, because you can get front fenders, right, left, back, everything. It's not from GMC. And I don't know if you can get metal ones or if it's just fiberglass or plastic. I'm not sure. But they said that they're going to... I mean, the guy said that... We asked point blank, like, so you're not going to replace the fender. What are you going to do about the pinstripes? Because, we don't particularly want one of our fenders of our van, which is a classic van. It's an older vintage, vehicle. We don't want to have stripes all the way around and have one fender with no stripes. I mean, that would just look weird. I mean, they said that, or he said that, well, the dents are all below the stripes. No, they're not. The biggest dent, like that much, it's dented in, the stripes are over that dent. So if they can't somehow get that to pop out with no creases or no evidence that it's been hit, I'm not going to be happy with it at all, period. So we have to take it in next Tuesday, and it's going to be about a week, they said. But I'm very concerned about it because, like I said in the prior video, we shouldn't have any less of a van than we did before the accident because it was not our fault. And already it's looking like we're going to have Bondo in the body, which right now it has no Bondo in it, which is a plus. So we go to sell it one day. Yeah, it has Bondo in it. It has Bondo in the front right. Anyway, I'm not really happy about that. They said they'll probably replace the bumper, and it's not even close to being as bad dented as the fender. I mean, the fender is like probably that much dented in. And he said there was no dent under the stripes. I don't get it. That's where all the dent is. That's where most of the dent is. Below it, there's some evidence of denting, but most of it's under the stripes. But they said they don't do the stripes anymore, so if they have to Bondo that area and take the stripes off, sand it and paint it, then we're not going to have stripes on that side. So anyway, I'm going to go in and ship these things. Anyways, Wednesday, we're going to go to church tonight. So I don't have a long time. I'm going to go somewhere and sit and probably make some coffee. Oh, no, I know what I'll do. I'll go to that corner store again where I was at a couple days ago and just buy coffee or get it free, whatever. I'd just soon buy it and get a honey bun or something like that and sit there. That'll be quicker because I need to get home because I need to take a shower. Gotta wash my hair, for church. It's kind of like oily, greasy, nasty, dirty, disgusting. So anyway, that's what I'm gonna do. Oh, I gotta go ship this stuff. I'll be right back. Okay, well, not a lot going on here today. Okay, I got my coffee. I'm recording this on my phone, so it's like up here on my mirror. It's hard to really, get on the internet or do anything like that, but I just got an offer on something on eBay. I don't know what it was, so I don't know if the offer was lowballing me or what, and I just went ahead and accepted it. I'm like, who cares? It's just stuff, right? So now I'm hoping I don't get home and I'm looking at like $150 piece of jewelry that I just sold for $10 or something. But even then, I'm just going to be like, oh, well, whatever. Which reminds me, I was telling my boys this yesterday. I had some pearls, stud earrings, 14 karat gold, had the little backs on them. I forgot what I had on them. I think I marked them down. I was going to sell them for $19.99. And they sold in no time. Boom. Gotta sell. The earrings sold. 99 cents. I made a mistake, I guess. I don't know how I did it. It's supposed to be $19.99, but somehow it was just 99 cents. I sold some 14 karat gold stud pearl earrings for 99 cents. That was about a year ago. They just laughed at me. But it doesn't matter, does it? Somebody got a good deal and they were blessed with them, and we're excited, and I hope they wear them in good health, or still wearing them in good health. Anyway, I can't stay out long because, like I said, I have to go wash my mop. It's looking pretty rough. Yeah, it definitely needs washing. I like days like this, though. You know that. I love overcast days, rainy days. I'm still not a person who likes winter time, though. I'm not. Yeah, a lot of snow and sleet and stuff like that. I mean, sometimes it's cool if it's snowing and you're in a really nice, warm environment somewhere, like, a nice coffee shop that has people sitting around. It's nice and cozy and everybody's just enjoying life. And, I'm sitting at the window watching the snow fall down, which reminds me, that picture, when I had my coffee shop here in town, we had a really large front window. And I had a counter that ran all the way, the whole length of the window, and a lot of stools. And I remember one day it was snowing really bad outside. When I say bad, I mean it was snowing a lot. And it was starting to cover, and it was starting to be several inches deep. And I remember I didn't want to close. It was just so nice. I think I only had a couple people in there at the time, but it was just this nice, cozy, warm feeling that you were sharing with other people, even though you weren't really sharing it with other people, if you know what I mean. It was just really cool. I remember sitting there. It was when my oldest son was he was probably 6 months old or something. At that time, I was working on an independent movie. I remember holding him in my arm against my chest as I was editing the movie. Making decisions and editing, and he would be asleep and I would be holding him. I remember that. And then when my second son came along, that was after I'd made my movies. I mean, I was shooting a little movie with my oldest son, and I put my youngest son in it. I remember that. It was just like a home movie, but it was going to be like an 1.5 hour movie, but I never really finished it. It got complicated. It was cheesy anyway. It was a cheesy movie. It was called Coffee in New York, which I like that title. I think that's a good title for like an independent movie, Coffee in New York. Which reminds me, when I went to New York, I went to like a brief film school, like class or whatever. And I remember being there and how you always hear there's a Starbucks on every corner. Well, there's a Starbucks on every corner. It was crazy. I could sit in a Starbucks and look out, and somewhere you'd see another Starbucks. At least one. Maybe two. At least one. And I know at that time I felt very safe there. It was a very safe environment. We could walk around from our hotel room down to Times Square. Very safe. I don't know what it's like now. I have no idea. I haven't been there in years. A long time. But I remember in this one area, and I don't remember the area, if it was Greenwich Village. I think it was. It's the area where there's a lot of coffee houses and like mom and pop coffee houses and shops and things like that. And I remember finding this really cool mom and pop coffee house. Very small, but very cool. And they're friendly, very friendly. And it was right across the street from where I was taking the classes. That was another lifetime. I'd make another movie though if the situation presented itself. Situation being money. Because I have a good script. I have several good scripts that I would shoot in a heartbeat. Mostly it's money, but a good crew too. I'd have to have a good crew that I can trust. And I'm so far removed from the people I used to know, because the last time I made a independent movie was 2010, 2012, something like that. 2012, and I've talked about that in a prior video several months back, how all the footage was messed up because of the lubricant froze in my camera because we were filming in the middle of the night in sub-freezing temperatures. But anyway, I would probably do that again if, like I said, if I had the money, I have the script, I could find the actors, that's no problem. But the crew would be you have to be able to kind of gel with the crew. You got to be able to work together and be as one. So that's a little hard sometimes. Anyway, I just really, again, as always, I just like to say hi, keep in touch. As you know, I make these little videos for my boys so they can look back on someday, but I also love to get new people watching. So if you have not subscribed, please do. And I can find probably all new ways to bore you to death. So please, if that's your thing, subscribe and leave a comment below, like or dislike. And I'm going to see you soon. That's for sure. God bless you guys. God loves you. Okay? And take care. And I will. I'll see you soon. Bye.